setting some coyote traps. We're in kind of a pretty rural area, if you could say that. So what I've got here is I got this main highway. Actually, it's not even a highway. We get about 6 cars past here a day, counting the mail lady. So, farmers. So there's a field right here on this side, and then this weed line, and it runs down about 100 yards that way, about 100 yards this way. I'm going to show you. It'll be right in my shadow. Coming up through here, it's impenetrable here, and then right here, look at that hole right there in the weeds. See it? Got me a snare hung right there. There was coyote fur right on the barb going through it, so for some reason he's picked this culvert right here, right beside this culvert, to go through these weeds. So we'll see how it goes. But these weeds are a huge pinch point, so don't pass them up. These weeded fence lines, they're good. Alright, we set this snare in the road here next to the culvert yesterday afternoon. It's the next morning. We got some trap checkers with us this morning. Say hi.
Hi.
We got these 2 guys here. We got one coming on horseback here. Anyways, show up this morning. There's our guy. There's the culprit. We'll get some quills and guard hair out of that guy. Okay guys, we got a little gopher village here, so we're gonna set one. There's a coyote track right here just by chance. I didn't really plan it that way. I'm gonna set my trap right here in the middle. I'll show you this dirt hole. Kind of gonna be a trench. Well, make it a trench or not, I don't know. Gonna get us a nice spot here. Hopefully our rebar stake's gonna be long enough. In these gopher towns, sometimes they just bury, and that's not a good thing always. The 24-inch rebar stake there, in case anybody's wondering. Okay, that's our trap. I'm just gonna bed her in here a little bit. Find my pan, just like that. Take this down just a touch here. Create a ridge on that side there. And I've got a ridge on this side. I'll get you up here close and show it to you. I'm going to take my little extra dirt here. These coyotes are used to these gophers digging out here all the time. So we're just going to fresh this up a little bit like that. Trap's right here. I'm going to go ahead and find the pan again, so that we know right where to put our dirt hole. Okay, dirt hole goes right at the edge of that, as deep as I can, within reason. These center punches are pretty cool. Give it a twist. All that material comes out right in that, right there. Now we got her set. I'm going to go ahead and use this material. The one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to antifreeze this thing real good. We're not super cold yet. We're just frosting overnight, so this will do it. Keep that top layer broken loose. Got me a little more dirt here. Like I say, these coyotes, there's fresh dirt out here every day, so I've got a little indent right here where my pan is. Still going to create this ridge here. Help funnel them on through there. That's the set. Never lure with your gloves on, right? I do it every other time, I think. So I got sheep's wool. Sheep's wool's got a pretty natural, good smell to it already. And all I'm going to do on this one's add some coyote piss. That sheep's wool, quite a bit, soak it in there pretty good. That dude's going to come rolling by here and smell that. Away he goes. If I can find a stick just to get it down the hole just a little bit. Maybe. Just out of, so it's in there somewhere. Okay, that's the set. So this is coming in from their angle. I'm about 18 inches off the ground with this camera. Come in, you can see this little indent right here. That's where the trap is. There's the hole. It can come in through the side. It's a walk-through type, so see if it works.
Out here on the trap line, we got Jack and Reese. And a coyote.
Done, old son.
Yes.
That's how it's done, old son. Stephanie took 4 shots.
4 shots, but we got him.
Mom, I think his tongue fell out. That's not the 3-legged.
That's not the 3-legged. Well, you can see what we got. I got another clip I'll add in here. I caught a coyote in the fence snare right there where this guy's at. So I went ahead and set a dirt hole right beside, about 5 feet outside the catch circle. Or not a dirt hole, I'm sorry, a piss post, scent post there. Just one trap and some coyote piss, and probably 3 days later, 4 days later, here's this guy. We're gonna dispatch him. See if we can get us a hey old coyote. It's caught pretty good. Okay, so here's this coyote. Right around this fence is the catch circle from the one in the snare. There's the leftover of the snare, my tag. Steph left there for me. There's that coyote. He's tore it up. The bite circle's right here at the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a trap. Just another piss post right here. See what happens. I'm going to pull that same trap because it's all this dirt smells the same. We'll reset it there. So Reese, why don't you come around this side over here. Jack, come around over here on this side. Okay, we're just going to pull this one up. You want to... Maybe so, or maybe no. Maybe we're not. Oh, you know what? That's an earth anchor. There. You know what, guys? What we'll do is we'll just go ahead and reset the trap right here. Not ideal, not what I want to do, because I don't like setting them in the fight circle for coyotes. If I go to the edge, it seems like I'll catch them. But if I stay in the fight circle, they just shy away from it. seems like. So, Jack, hand me that salt out of there, would you? He's got this all tore up.
Do you got it? Oh.
No problems here with the trap, I hope.
Ta-da! Yeah,
Can you
what?
back up just a little bit, Jack? I'm always going to check these after I have a catch, just to make sure everything's working. Still all right? Somebody really needs to talk to me, I guess. So Reese, can you shine her right down in here? Maybe like that? Get her. Underall. I really like these underalls. I switched to that a couple years ago. I've used everything else under the sun. And I'll pay the extra couple bucks to buy these things just because they're really the ticket for me. Everybody's always got their own preferences, and there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. So now our dominant wind is coming this way. This is going to be our backing here. Get this trap bedded. All this dirt is catch dirt, obviously. Get that trap bedded in there real nice and firm. I forgot to set it. There we go. And give me some antifreeze around there. Now I don't anticipate another one coming in here, but I've got, I think, about 6 or 7 snares along the fence, and I've got 4 more traps set out here. So I'm going to locate my pan. One more small layer there. A little more catch dirt. And we're making this a walkthrough. Just like that. I'm going to put all this heavy stuff here. And I learned this from Tom Miranda. We're going to create a 45 or that bowl. So, a little bit of debris here just to help block them in. That's really all about what we're going to do. To get some urine, put the urine on real quick. There's still several, and I'm going to do both sides of this, and it works good. Right there. I'm just putting it right in on this edge. That's my favorite lure in the whole world right there. That works better than any lure I've ever used. We're out here back to the trap line, checking our coyote snares. We got this big old dog coyote in here.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
That is a big old coyote.
Piggy, piggy.
Get over here out of the shadows. We had a snare in the fence.
Hi, you're pretty. You deserve that.
We just
Is it a boy
hit
or
these
a
holes
girl?
on this weed line here. Right down here about 30 yards further, we've caught 2 coyotes right there. We got this one right here, so we're gonna plug him and
Hey, wait.
see what we got.
Allie, you unplug him? You just shoot the gun at his forehead and it doesn't.
Anybody want to plug him?
I want to. I'll show you how to shoot.
Here's a remade set. We just put that snare right there, kind of brushed in both sides a little bit better. There's a pool of blood there, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if that's gonna work or not, but we'll check. It's close enough to the house that it's no big deal. We check it every day, so. All right, we're out here this morning. Got us a little coyote flopping in the fence. Another snare here. He ain't getting too far. Dispatch him, and just a little trail in the going through there, out field to field. So, well, we got this one out of the fence here. Just a nice little coyote, little female. So here's one of our snares going through. We got about a 80-yard stretch of weeded in fence line right here that the coyotes are always crossing back and forth. So we've got a snare right here, little break in the brush, and that's it. I mean, it's deadly for these coyotes. Okay, this is kind of just the same old thing here. You kind of see the trail come through the fence right through there, and we got a snare here right there. That's at their level, and they just kind of duck underneath, go through that. Pretty dang good set. Takes about 4 minutes, 3 minutes to set up, and it's good all year. So, all right, we're back out here running the traps. A couple of the girls with us. Had a snare in the fence right here. Got some nice, great big old coyote. Caught in that snare, cabled off to the fence. The snare was right here. You can see kind of the trail right through there, right through there. He beat this down pretty good, so I think I'm going to go ahead and set me. There's still kind of a trail where it starts, so the trail would go from right here up and then right over there. Kind of the trail through. So I'm going to set me a dirt or a trap right here. Make it a scent post. Otherwise, that area is pretty well beat down for a snare to rehang a snare. So, Carly, you want to grab the pliers? Cut this guy out of here.
Where do I cut it?
Just cut it right by the tag if you want. Unwrap it. We had one out here yesterday morning. Nope, cut it the other right hand side of that. Nope, towards his paw. There you go. There you go. And then just unwrap it. Not that part, but the other, the part where the coyote's at. If you would. We still got at least one more running around out here we've been seeing. Old tripod, got 3 legs, so still haven't got him tangled up yet. He didn't take too long to choke out, it looks like. Once he started going around that post, it's a losing a fighting battle. Is that how it goes? He's fighting a losing battle. How about we say it that way? These cable snares, they're good. We still got these, what, 5 traps out here in the field, and we've hit several coyotes in the snares and 1 in the traps, so definitely worth our time to be setting them. That's a big old dog coyote. All furred up. Looking good.
It's fat.
Not too bad. I'll set this trap here.